Okay, pupils, we are on Year 6 Academy Stars Workbook on page 68. We are on Unit 6, so Lesson 6, Writing. Prepare to write. Activity 1. Look at the infographic. How is pizza made? Match the pictures to stages A to H. So you need to study this sequence here. So how is pizza made? So maybe you went to Pizza Hut to eat pizza before. So this is a process. So number 1, so as you can see here, this is wheat. And then you need a vehicle to harvest it. And then if you send to a factory and then make into flour. And then you need to add water. And then make and press to make the dough, and then add toppings, and then bake, and then send to shops. So this is basically a very brief answer, a very brief explanation of these processes here. Next, we need to identify the numbers, so we'll go one by one. So number 1, G, grow wheat. So we look from here to H. So number A. So A. So again, I adjust the. Okay, A. Press the dough into flat circles. So press meaning you will need some kind of presser here. So this is pictures. So A for 5. The 5th picture. And then B, make into flour in a factory. So this is pronounced as flour, so it's homophones with the plant flower. So it is the same, pronunciation is the same with flour, F-L-O-W-E-R. So make into flour in a factory. So flour, you need. So this is a factory basically. So number 3. And then C, add toppings like cheese and tomato. So C, we have these toppings here. So it also uses a machine to evenly distribute it on the surface of the pizza. So add toppings like cheese and tomato. So we have the 6th picture. And then D, add water to make a dough. So add water, you will need something flowing like fluid. So as you can see here, this is water. So we have number 4. And then transport pizzas to the shops. So we will need a vehicle. So as you can see here, number 8, we have vehicle, a van or truck. And then F, harvest the wheat. So harvest, you also need vehicle. So a large machine to harvest the wheat. So F, so this is number 2. And then the last one, bake pizzas in an oven. So H, basically this is a missing picture here. So from 1 and then you will reach 7. So 7. So this is oven. Bake pizzas in an oven. So maybe you're curious what is this? So this is a pizza cutter, as you can see in the Pizza Hut restaurant maybe, or Domino pizza, or Italian pizza. So it's up to you, go to which restaurant. And then number 2, so I will maximize it a bit. So we can see clearly. Okay, activity 2. You are going to write an article. So basically on the next page about how pizza is made. Underline the verbs in activity 1. So later we underline all the relevant verbs in activity 1, and then you need to complete the notes with the correct passive form. So this is involved in grammar. So later first off we will need to underline it. So we have example here. Grow with. So this is noun, this is verb. So this is just an example. So from A, so the verb is press, and then B, so this is make, and then we have add. Next we have also add, and we have make. So they share the same verb here. And then E, transport, and then F, harvest, and then H, bake. So we go to activity 2 again. So the rule of thumb is this. So you will need to use verb to be. So depending on the subject. So if the subject is singular, you will need to use is. And similarly for others, maybe plural, you will need to use are. And then this part is past participle. So you may refer to the last page of this workbook to refer to the irregular verbs. So you will change its form from infinitive to past participle. So this is, you will need to explore it yourself. So this is the first part. Remember the rule of thumb. So this is a verb to be, it's, are, etc. And then we have this past participle. And number 2, so we have number 1, grow. So it's grown because this is singular. And then number 2, we have harvest. And then the wheat, you will need to change its form. So this is, and then its past participle, you will need to change its form to harvested. And then next, number 3. So make. So number 3, this is, it is made. So you need to refer to the last page of this workbook. So find make as infinitive, and then you will find past participle, made. So it's made into flour. And then number 4, so we have 2 verbs here. So we choose one. So we usually choose the first one. So water. So because water, so this is subject. So is added. So we add ed behind the verb add. And then next, number 5. So the dough into circles. So number 5, we have the picture. Number 5, so pressed. So usually we add ed. So the dough, we need to use a verb to be, is. So is pressed. Is pressed into circles. And then toppings, because we have s here, so consider as plural. And then toppings are, so refer to number 6, verb. So this is added. So refer to number 4. So it's the same, we use the same past participle. And number 7, the pizzas. Again, this is plural form. And then you use a verb to be, are. And then in an oven. Number 7, bake. So bake, so we just add d behind the main verb, bake. And then last, for the last correction here, so the pizzas, so still the same. We use the verb to be are, and then to the shops. So refer to number 8. The verb is transport, so just add ed behind the T. So are transported. So maybe I erase a bit. So are transported. Are transported to the shops. And then number 3, activity 3, add information to make your article more interesting. Number 1, why is pizza a popular dish? So the answer usually would be, it is very delicious. So it is very delicious. So delicious, we have double I. So maybe many pupils, they will spell wrongly for this adjective here. So very delicious. And number 2, what are the toppings? So toppings, more than one topping. What other toppings are added to pizzas? So maybe pepperoni, sausage, mushroom, bacon, onion, pepper, chicken, garlic, etc. So there are many toppings available. So if you went to pizza restaurant before, so you will see a lot of flavor. So just for an example, I already printed out the menu of Pizza Hut. So this is among the flavor. So later we will use for question number 3. So this is basically the menu. When you went to restaurant, you will see this menu here. So what are the toppings? So maybe you can write a few. So pepperoni, sausage, so many of them are processed meat. So you just eat once a while. And then we have mushroom, and then maybe we have garlic, and then etc. Short form etc. So usually you'll find this short form here, etc. And then we have number 3, what is your favorite kind of pizza? So this is up to you. We have a few answers here. So usually I went to this pizza restaurant, I will choose veggie lover. So it is up to you. So veggie lover. So this is my answer, just suggested answer. So you may write it yourself. So veggie lover. So this is my favorite flavor. So veggie lover. So that's it for today. So this is a long video. So that's it for today. So if you're okay, you can subscribe here, and then you can consume the related contents here. And then right below this video, there's a link. You can click it. You can join my Telegram robot for free.